Hello, here we are with an unboxing of the Sony Xperia Z. Now if you've been watching our YouTube channel or blog, you will have seen we've done a lot of content on the Xperia Z already, but here we are with a UK spec Z, also known as the C6603. This is the black colour. You can see we've got the frequencies here for voice and data, including 4G or LTE. You can see it's made in China. So this is the black variant, but it is also available in a variety of other colours, including white and purple. Now on the back of the box here, we've got some of the key features of the Z. So we've got the Mobile Bravia Engine 2, so for the latest standard for the screen here. We've got the Exmor RS sensor for the mobile on the camera. We've got an opti-contrast panel, we've got NFC, we've got an IP rating, we've got full HD at 1080p, we've got Android, we've got Wi-Fi, we've got a 13 megapixel camera, we've got a quad-core 1.5 gigahertz processor, we've got HDR video recording, we've got a 5-inch display, and we've got a front-facing video camera. So without further ado, let's get into the box. And here we have the Xperia Z itself, which we'll come back to in just a moment. We pull away the card here. We've got a series of documentation. So we've got a startup guide and some regulatory information. In this package, we've got a 3-pin UK mains adapter, so that pops up like so. And we've got the Sony branding on the top here. And on the side, we've got a USB port into which we connect the provided micro USB cable. So we've got a full USB connection on one end and a micro USB connection on the other. So one end will go into the mains adapter, the other end into the device, or alternatively into the computer and then into your device. Also included are a set of premium headphones. These are the MH-EX300AP, so you're going to get a superior sound quality with these. You've got left and right in-ear style, got 3.5mm jack, 3-pole there with a gold connector, and you can see that you've got the inline controls there as well, so for controlling the music and your audio, and then you get a set of replacement earbuds with it as well. So that's all you actually get in the box with the Xperia Z. So it's not the best box contents that we've seen on a device, and here is the device itself. So whilst it's not the best box contents, it's got everything that you need. So let's just remove these protective covers that we've got on here and show you the device in all its glory. So here we are. This is the 5-inch display. So it has a resolution of 1920 by 1080p. So here we have the 2.2 megapixel HD front-facing video camera. We've got a variety of sensors just under the glass on the front here, and we've got an LED notification light just up here, which I'm not sure if you can actually sort of see in the lighting here. We've got the earpiece, we've got the Sony logo up here, and I don't know whether you can just make out around the edge on the video, but there is a sort of screen protector applied to the screen already. You can see it's picking up the dust. There are no physical buttons or capacitive buttons. They're all built into the software on Android. We've got an expansive glass down here. Obviously there's hardware built in under the screen. We've got the microphone for when you're actually in a conversation on the phone. On the bottom of the device, we've got some serial information on here, so the model number. We've got a lanyard connector just down here, so you can feed a lanyard strap through the edge of the device along the corner there and let that dangle from a lanyard. On this side, we've got the loudspeaker. It's a really good speaker, which we'll come on to in a moment. We've then got the volume keys up and down. We've got the power button, really nice silver sort of key here. So as we come along to the top of the device, you can actually see we've got a small little cover access here that we can pull open. There's no identification on the cover what's under this cover, but it is in fact the micro SIM card slot, and it's on a very nice movable piece here. There's a lot of play and movement in it, which is nice to see. And it's a bit tricky to get out, but using your nails, you can pull out the micro SIM card tray and you pop your SIM card in there, slide it back in, and that's your SIM card inserted into the device. Coming round to the top, we've then got the headphone jack. So this is the 3.5mm headphone jack, and you need to remove the cover and you can get to it there. Nice lot of play on the cover as well, so there's less chance of you damaging that. And interestingly, on this cover you have actually got the headphone jack symbol, if you can pick that out there. Nothing more on the top. And then coming around to the side here, we've got two covers, one identified with the micro SD card symbol on there, and we've then got this one here, which is the micro USB connector. So that's actually for charging the phone and connecting it to a computer. And then here is where we put the micro SD card in. That sits in there. And then we've got two gold connectors here. So this is for charging in a dock. There is the DK26 dock, which you can sit the device in landscape mode. The power connects to the back of the dock and then transfers via some prongs to these gold connectors. So you can sit it in a dock and charge it without having to remove the cover. Now, of course, for the IP rating on this phone, you do have to have the covers closed. Although there's a water resistant coating inside the device, you do really need to have the covers closed. And then coming round to the back, we've got the Xperia logo on the back here. We've got the NFC logo as well. We've got the 13 megapixel camera. We've got the LED flash, and then we've got another microphone as well. We've got some regulatory information down here with sort of serial numbers and FCC IDs. So both on the front and the back is the toughened glass. It's got a real gloss finish to it. You can see how it's picking up fingerprints already. So we have powered this device on already. So we're just going to take a quick look through some of the software. It's not going to be an extensive tour because we've done plenty of other videos with that, but we're just going to show you some of the key features. So let's go into the software here. Let's start by going into the settings and showing you about the phone. So you can see here that it's the C6603 and it's running Android version 4.1.2. Now it will come out with Android version 4.1.2, but Sony have already said that they will upgrade it to Android 4.2 in the very near future, so that's quite important. We're then going to just go and take a look at some of the storage options. So there's 16 gig of internal storage on this device, approximately 12.5 of which is available once the OS has been installed. So that's split down. You've got 11.73 gig, of which 10.46 gig is available. And we have also got the SD card slot. Now, in a previous video, we said that 64 gigabyte cards don't work. Now, you do need to format the 64 gig card in the device to get it to work. So we're just confirming that a 64 gig card does work. So it's reading at 59.45 gig, but we did have to format the card in the device. So if you had any content on that card, then it would have been wiped. So that's one sort of big factor. You can't put in a 64 gig card if you've been using it previously in something else. You do need to format it. So under power management, we've got this stamina mode. This is one of the most talked about features of the Xperia Z. Now, only time will tell how well it works, but it's supposed to increase your battery life by up to 4 times. So you can switch this on. You can activate it and you can start to change some of the settings around to benefit yourself. Now there's going to be tweaks and things that you'll need to make full advantage of that. Now you can make those tweaks by going into stamina mode, and you can activate which apps work in standby, so you don't have to rule out everything and switch off everything in order to preserve your battery life. You can still have some things working. Back at the home screens, you can see that we can scroll through these. It's fairly sort of standard Android setup. You can pinch and zoom on here and you can control your home screens, how they look, what things are included. So we can control the themes in here in terms of sort of the colors and designs. We can change the wallpaper from albums of pictures that we've taken or those that are pre-installed on the device. We can control the apps, shortcuts that are actually on each of the screens, as well as widgets. So for more interactive things, sort of email, calendar, that can all change whilst on your home screen. And a nice feature also is you've got this little home icon and X icon in the corner of these screens when you're in this view. And you can simply remove screens by clicking the X in the top corner. And I can delete that whole screen. And I can also set the home screen by pressing the little home icon up here in the top. So when I go home, that will be my home screen. If I then wanted this one as my home screen, I tap it, go home, and you can see now that that's always my home screen. And I just change it back by pressing the home icon in the top there. So you can scroll down from the top to get your notifications. You've got quick access to some of the settings here, and you can get full access into the full settings menu. If we just have a look at some of the applications that you get on here as standard, you get Google Chrome, you get Play Store, of course, you've got the phone, you've got Sony services such as Walkman, you've got the album, movies, you've got the camera, Facebook, YouTube, email, contacts, you've got Music Unlimited, which is Sony's music streaming service, and along with that you've got Video Unlimited, you've got an FM radio, you've got Xperia Link for connecting to other peripherals and sharing the internet connection. You've got Smart Connect, which controls what happens when you connect things to your device. So for example, if you connect a set of headphones, you can get it to automatically load the radio up for you. You've got navigation, you've also got Wise Pilot on here. You've got Sony Car, which is an enhanced mode for use in a vehicle with clearer, bigger icons to make it safer. Well, we need to click the X to come out of that. And then we've got Google Talk, Play Movies, Voice Dialer. So you've got quite a lot of things installed on here as standard. Let's just go into the web browser. So we're at the Clove mobile site here. It's all fairly straightforward. Let's go through to the full desktop view. Now we're loading over Wi-Fi here, but this does have 3G and 4G available. So we can orientate the screen in portrait and landscape. We can double tap in and out. We can pinch and zoom as you would on a lot of devices. We can load the page up here. We can scroll through and see the content that we want. So let's just show you a YouTube video. So that's going to then load into YouTube itself. So the speaker's up here. You can see how we can accidentally muffle it when we hold the device with our fingers. You can control the volume. It's actually quite loud, the speaker on it. It's quite clear as well, which is nice to see. We'll just show you the phone, so sort of fairly standard dialer. So if you've got your Google account connected, you can of course sync up all your contacts, your calendars, your favorite contacts, your groups, etc. You've got your phone book where you can set them up from the SIM card as well if you prefer. If we then just go into the album, this is where you would see all of your pictures that you've actually taken on your device, including video as well. Let's just show you a sample video from Sony. So I'm not sure how well that's really picking up on the camera, but the colours are really vivid in real life here. Really jumps out of you. They're really bright, really clear. Let's go into the camera. So it's a 13 megapixel camera on this device, records in full 1080p. You've got this sort of intelligent auto mode, or superior auto as they actually call it, and it will pick up the scene that you're shooting and give you the best settings, but you can of course control it as well. You've got the burst feature, which will allow you to take loads of shots in very quick succession. You've got the video camera, you've got picture effects, sweep panorama. You've got the ability to select specific scenes. You've got the front camera and front video as well, and the big sort of standout feature for the camera over and above the 13 megapixel is the fact that it will do HDR on the video. So you've got this option here, and the results should be a lot better for you. Now, we've shown some examples on the pre-production model of the Xperia Z of those effects with using HDR, and also more footage from the actual camera, so you can check those out on our blog, blog.clove.co.uk. and you can also see that when you're recording video, you can record video and take pictures at the same time. You've got that shutter button there, and it looks like it's taken them at a resolution of 1 megapixel. We can flick then to the front facing camera as well, and you can see us recording here. And there's a lot of settings within the camera, both on the video camera and the still camera, in terms of what you could do. It's nice to see that you get a lot of control over the exposure, the metering, the white balance, the fact that you've got timer, the resolution, the lights. It gives you a lot of flexibility to capture the best image that you can on this device. So that's really about it in terms of the features that we're going to show you on the Xperia Z in this unboxing video. For more details on the device and some of the contents, be sure to check out our YouTube channel and our blog. Thanks for watching.